Heart disease or cardiovascular disease describe a range of conditions that affect the heart and include blood vessel diseases such as coronary artery disease, heart rhythm problems, and heart defects acquired at birth, among others. According to the World Heart Federation, about 17.5 million people die of cardiovascular disease each year, and it's the world's biggest killer. Many forms of heart disease can be prevented or treated with healthy lifestyle. The role of diet is crucial in the development and prevention of cardiovascular disease. Joining us in the studio for more on the subject is David Foreman, pharmacist and author of 4 Pillars of Health, Heart Disease. David, welcome to Africa 54.
Oh, it's such a pleasure to be here.
It's great to have you. Listen, there seems to be a trend of an increase of heart disease in the United States as well as globally. Can you tell us why we are seeing this trend?
I think a lot of it has to do with our lifestyles just haven't changed. We've become more sedentary. We're in a faster paced life, so we're eating more processed foods because they're easier, quicker to prepare. But bottom line is people just aren't changing how they live. And in order to do that and to decrease heart disease, I think we need to make some changes within ourselves.
And one such change will be diet. Experts say diet is very, very important in helping to prevent and control heart disease. You agree?
Oh, yeah. Diet is critical. I mean, I always say to people that, you know, if we ate right, got enough exercise, enough sleep, that every disease don't take those steps for whatever reason.
And now when we look at some of the food that is recommended, there is what is called heart healthy food. In the United States, we hear that a lot. Now, one such food that is recommended is salmon. Also, we talk about granola, breakfast, having cereal, and all that. About you is the fact that salmon and other food may not be as good as we think.
You know, a lot of the foods that get promoted, I mean, you know, here in the United States, when we walk through the grocery store, a lot of packages are already, you know, labeled with a little heart symbol. And yeah, there are foods, I think, that a lot of us are thinking that we're consuming because they're heart healthy, because they're labeled that way. In the case of salmon, salmon is actually a heart healthy food. Okay. The problem we have with salmon is, you know, sustainability. Hey, there's an awful lot of people that just don't like salmon. You have to eat it 2 to 3 times a week. Yeah. I don't even like eating steak 2 or 3 times a week. And so for those reasons, I recommend that people, either because the food itself is so processed, or because of issues, like I said, with salmon, you don't like it, or you won't eat it as many times a week, yes, for whatever reason, that we need to supplement on top to help the prevention of cardiovascular disease.
So supplement being maybe pills?
Yeah, exactly. Pills, liquids, capsules. So supplements, anything that's in addition to the everyday diet is how I define supplements. So in the case of salmon, yes. Yeah, salmon, I recommend salmon. The reason we eat salmon is it's high on omega-3s. Your body can't produce omega-3s. They're super heart healthy. They're also essential for other aspects of health in your body. But with regards to cardiovascular disease, omega-3s are very important. And for that, I recommend using krill oil. Krill oil, it's, if anybody's ever heard of omega-3s with regards to heart health, they think of fish oil. Fish oil is great too, but small. It's fishy, you burp it. With fish oil, with krill oil, you don't burp it. So there's a convenience factor and digestibility factor, and it also has a lot of other nutrients in it besides just fish.
Quickly, let's talk about the importance of nuts in the whole picture.
Well, a lot of people think granola is a great way to go. It's a great snack food. It's a great breakfast food. Nuts, in this case, specifically almonds when it comes to heart health, are very high in nutrients. Lots of studies showing where eating just a couple handfuls of almonds a day will help with your waistline, which is good for high blood pressure. Like that, yeah, yes. Lower your cholesterol. Yes. They're good for your digestion. So almonds, raw almonds particularly, those ones that are roasted and flavored, lose some of their health benefits. But I'm a big fan of almonds. Matter of fact, this is my little stash that I travel with.
Fantastic. So just before we wrap, what are the steps, basic steps for heart healthy to prevent or address heart disease? What would you say?
Well, other than trying to eat the right foods to begin with, making sure you're taking the right supplements that go along with that. making sure that you reduce anxiety, because that's a major contributing factor. Okay. But those are the key things. Is, you know, getting enough exercise is also critical for people with heart health concerns. David Foreman, thank you so much for joining us. And that was David Foreman. He is a pharmacist and author of 4 Pillars of Health, Heart Disease.